Thank goodness the sun has come out today. Last night we had one of the coldest nights yet of this winter, minus 24 degrees Celsius. The greenhouse did freeze over. It went down to minus 2 degrees Celsius in the greenhouse, so below freezing. With the sun out, it's warmed up now to plus 2 degrees Celsius in the greenhouse, which is nice. I think the pots are still, they're still frozen. But not all the way through, just kind of on the surface mainly. Yeah, so a cold night in the greenhouse. But it'll warm up quite nice if the sun stays out today. It'll warm the greenhouse up and yeah, should be a little more reasonable in here. Even though it's minus 21 degrees Celsius at the moment, if you face the sun, it feels good on the face. It feels like you're, I don't know, in a warmer climate. Yeah, the sun feels good. Hi, how's it going? There's Orange Cat. We'll see down there. How are you, Orange Cat? Hey, you gonna say hi? There you go, hi. There's Jonesy. Jones is cleaning the ice off his paws because it's so cold out. Right, Jonesy? Yeah, it's so cold out, isn't it? Yeah. Atta boy. Well, what are you gonna do? Play? You like playing. We'll see here, he likes to hang out by the heaters. Hey? Yeah, you like it in front of the heaters. Yes, you do. It's nice and warm. Yeah. Hey? Nice and warm. Hey? Yeah. What's Jones doing now? He's up to some kind of trouble, aren't you, Mr. Jones? He? He's always up to some kind of trouble. Oh, he's all rascally. He wants to play. How about the gloves? Oh, yeah, you get the gloves, Jonesy. Oh, bite him. Yeah, atta boy, you get those gloves. You get them, eh? Yeah. You got him, Jonesy. Oh, you took my glove. No, you can't take my glove. What a thief. You're a thief. Getting in all kinds of trouble. Orange Cat's in front of the heater. And don't, hey, no, leave the trunk alone. He's all rascally, this guy. Yeah, he's all rascally. You're trying to warm up, aren't you? Yeah, I know. Jones. Alright, I think I'm going to take you guys inside the house now. Too cold out here, isn't it? Hey? I know you guys don't want to leave, but... Hey, quit chewing on the boxwoods! Hey, get out of there! Ah, such rascally guys. Alright, that's it. You guys are going in the house. Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Today I'm going to be pruning up my pomelo trees. These trees were grown from a seed and they're 5 years old, so they'll be going into their 6th season of growing. I last pruned these trees in June of last year, so they grew all summer and need pruning once again. Here is a look at the trees. So I'm down to 5 trees. Originally I had more, but when I did the last repotting, I did some pretty major root pruning and I think 2 of them died. I had to prune off the big long taproot and, to try and develop a nice radial root system on them. And a few of them didn't make it, some of the smaller ones. But I'm left with 5 trees, so I'm quite happy with 5. And I know they have a fairly good root system in the soil now. So they grew quite well over the summer. You can see the thickest trunk grew quite tall. So I'm going to do a winter prune on them, getting them more compact, so when spring comes they'll flush out. It is still quite cold in the greenhouse here. It's only 3 degrees above freezing. So I'm going to leave the heater on, so you might hear a bit of background noise of the heater. But it's pretty cool out here. So yeah, I'll get to pruning up the trees. And I think, these trees will probably stay as a forest. So I've got quite a variety of sizes of trunks, different heights of the trees. So I think it'll make a nice forest. I think this is sort of a training pot. Eventually it'll go into more of a forest pot as the trees mature, but that'll be a while into the future. I'm going to begin the pruning on the tallest tree here. It has the thickest trunk and it's the tallest, so I want to keep those proportions. So it's already got a branch here, there's 2 branches here, so it's got some branching down low. So I want to do, a cut to take the top of the tree off to keep it compact. So this will be my tallest tree. So I'm thinking somewhere about here, kind of keeping this branching, and then it'll get more branching up top, just below where I prune. I don't think there's a front to this tree yet. I think it's kind of a bit early to pick a front, but that'll come in the future, probably as I arrange them into a forest. So I think I'm trying to decide. I've got a leaf kind of out here, one here. I could cut anywhere along here. It's starting to get some bark on this section up to here. And I've got branching here, so I don't want to prune it too high, or I'll have my branches will start up top and I'll have this space on the trunk where there's almost no branches. So I want to prune it down quite hard. And I'm thinking to here. There's kind of a good space between this leaf and this one. So I think right here. So here I go, a big cut coming up. Like that. So there's the top of the tree that came off. So I took quite a bit off there. So my next thickest trunk is this one. So I'll want this one maybe a little shorter than this one. Or this one is actually probably the exact same thickness. So maybe this was going to be my tallest tree, because I do have a pruning cut up here. I think that was my intention, was to make this the tallest tree, this the second tallest. So if I pruned it, I pruned the last one right here, and this one's a little taller up here where I pruned it. So I think I don't need to do, a big cut on the trunk. I think I can just prune the branches back. So I prune them back to leaves that fan outwards, and that way the new branch comes at the base of the leaf and it's going in a good direction. So I'll take this branch off right here, and I leave stubs for dieback. The other branch coming out here, I've got a good leaf fanning out here. I do have some subdivision up top. I've got a branch like right here and the main trunk line. Now, is it too tall if I keep that subdivision? I think so. I think I'd have too long a straight section. So I'm going to prune it back to here, to this outward facing leaf, taking the top off. And that gets the height about right. So the next thickest tree is this one, right here. And again, it's being pruned quite short, the trunk to here. And it's got 2 branches that come up like this. And then from this branch, I have another branch going to the inside. And on the other trunk line, I have a branch here and one here. So this one divides quite nicely. And I'm not sure, it has another division up higher, but that's getting quite tall. I want it shorter. So I'm going to have to prune these trunks back to some lower leaves. So I'll take this one off here. This one has a leaf fanning out here, so I'll take it off to there, like that. And then I've got this branch line coming up here. And it divides into 2, and the one is kind of growing in towards the center of the tree. I don't think I want that. And usually when you have, branches going like this, it looks a bit like a slingshot, and it's not very attractive in a tree. So I think the one trunk line, this one on the inside, I'll prune quite short and keep it as more of a horizontal branch, and this one is more of a trunk line. So I'm going to go quite short on this branch, right back to here, taking the whole top off that branch. So you can see that's shorter, this trunk line, and this one's taller. Okay, and the next tree is the one here, and there's just a little bit of debris in here I want to clean out. Like that. So it divides. It was cut here, the trunk. It's got a branch here, it's got one over here, and then this one really took off. So that's the one I'll be reducing. And again, I want it shorter than this tree, so I'm going to have to go back quite hard. I have a leaf fanning out here. I've got one up higher, which is too high, so I'm going to have to take it off here. So here I go. Just like that, taking the top off. And that leaves me with one more tree. And this one I pruned really hard, very close to the soil line. It's only, the trunk is only about this tall, and the rest is new growth from last summer. So it can be a little taller. It's got to be shorter than this tree. So I'll prune it somewhere in here. I think right... yeah, we better go to here, taking the top off. So that's got the heights of the trees in place. So the height is relative to the thickness of the trunk. So the thicker the trunk, the taller the tree. Skinnier the trunk, the shorter the tree. And that'll make a nice kind of forest arrangement someday. There's 5 trees here, so I think that's about the minimum that you can have to make a forest. I think if you have, 3 trees, it's not enough to create the look of a forest. If you have 5, it's just enough. Even then, it's probably looks more like a little group of trees rather than, a big forest. So, but I think it'll make quite a nice planting when it gets in a nice pot and arranged. Some landscaping, it should look quite nice. So I think that's all the pruning I need to do. Now I am going to spray the trees. I haven't seen any insects on them, but that doesn't mean there aren't insects on it, because these trees are in the basement at, around 10 degrees Celsius or 50 degrees Fahrenheit, quite cool. So the insects kind of stay dormant in the winter. So I'm going to give it a spray with soap and water just to make sure there's no insects on them. And then I'll put them back in the basement. I'll rotate the trees around so you can see them from all angles. So here is probably the front, somewhere around here. And we're coming around to the right-hand side, to the back, to the left-hand side, and back to the front. Here is a look at what I took off the trees today. So there's the trees, and here's what I took off. So all that growth extensions from the summer, I shortened it back. So now the trees will grow in quite nice and compact. I'm going to spray the trees now, so here I go. Take a big breath. I've let the air clear and the soap kind of soak into the trees. So now I'm going to rinse them off. So here I go. Giving them a good rinse. Rinse the soil out. That should be good. Tonight is going to be the last cold night for a while. We're going down to minus 24 degrees Celsius once again. And then the next day it warms up to +1. So above freezing, that'll be the first day above freezing in a long time, I think almost a month. So that'll feel really nice, and I can probably get a tropical tree out here to work on tomorrow, which will also be very nice. Yeah, so one more really cold night, and it's quite cold outside. You can see the greenhouse hasn't warmed up at all since I've been in here. Yeah, it's staying pretty cold, just a few degrees above freezing. The sun is a little higher in the sky now, and oh, does it feel nice and warm on your face. It's still really cold outside. You might ask, why would I grow pomelo trees as bonsai? It started way back. A fellow in the Kitchener Waterloo Bonsai Society had a pomelo tree growing, and it got too cold. I think he left it outside in fall, and he brought the trunk in, and it was really a nice looking tree. And he said, I'm pretty sure it's dead, but he gave it to me to try and nurse back to life. And I brought it into the plant room, made sure it was well watered, and it never recovered. It died off, and it was a really nice looking tree. So I thought, well, I'll try buying a pomelo, giant fruit, and see if I can get seeds out of it and grow some more. So I bought a pomelo, and I opened it up, and there weren't any seeds in it. There were little tiny seeds, nothing really good. So then someone from Singapore sent me some seeds in the mail, some pomelo seeds. So I planted those and grew them as bonsai or future bonsai. So that's the story of pomelo, and probably the best citrus tree to grow as a bonsai is the dwarf kumquat. They have little tiny fruits. They look in scale with the trees, or the little tiny orange trees that have the little tiny oranges on them. That way the fruit is in scale with the tree. But with the pomelos, if they ever do flower and fruit, you'll have this little tree with a giant fruit on it. It might be kind of interesting, a bit of a novelty. So that's why I'm growing pomelo trees. It's, I've got a lot of citrus trees on the go. I've got pomelo, grapefruit, lemon, dwarf kumquat, and is that it? That might be about it. Oh, and the little tiny orange tree. I've got quite a few varieties of citrus, and I like growing them. They get really cool bark on the trunks as they get older. And the leaf size can be reduced quite nicely. I think someday they'll make an interesting bonsai, one that you don't see typically at bonsai shows. So it's always nice to have a citrus tree in your collection. So that is all for today. I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for joining me in the Bonsai Zone.